हर वक्त नफ्स का जायज़ा लेते रहना ज़रूरी है। शेख की तस्दीक के बाद भी इसकी ज़रूरत रहती है कि नफ्स का इम्तिहान करता रहे, बेफ़िक्र व मुतमईन न रहे, क्योंकि मुजाहिदा वगैरह से नफ्स शाइस्ता तो हो जाता है, नहीं तमीज़दार महज़ब तो हो जाता है, मगर शाइस्ता हो जाने के ये माने नहीं कि कभी शरारत ही नहीं करेगा। आखिर शाइस्ता घोड़ा भी कभी तो शौक़ी शरारत किया करता है, बल्कि मतलब यह है कि ज़्यादा शरारत नहीं करता, और कभी करता भी है तो ज़रा से इशारे से सीधा हो जाता है। मगर इशारा भी तो जब ही करोगे जब उसकी निगहदाश्त से गाफिल न रहोगे, और अगर बेफ़िक्र होकर बैठ गए तो मुमकिन है कि कभी नफ्स शरारत करे और तुम उसको दबाने की कोशिश न करो तो उस वक्त यकीनन वो तुमको पटक देगा। जैसे सवार गाफिल और बेफ़िक्र होकर अगर शाइस्ता घोड़े पर भी सवार हो तो इस हालत में भी अगर कभी उसने शोखी की तो सवार ज़रूर ज़मीन पर गिरेगा। इस मिसाल से वाज़ेह हो गया कि मुजाहिदा भी बेकार नहीं, क्योंकि इसका फ़ायदा ये है कि नफ्स की शरारत पहले से कम हो जाती है, और अगर कभी शरारत करता है तो ज़रा से इशारे में सीधा हो जाता है, और पहले इशारा किया तो क्या सख्त मुकावमत से भी काबू में ना आता था। और ये भी मालूम हो गया कि मुजाहिदे के बाद भी निगहदाश्त ज़रूरी है, बेफ़िक्री जायज़ नहीं। One should keep on examining and judging their own self, their nafs, all the time. And this is important no matter who you are, whatever you are. So, even after Shaykh ki tasdeeq ke baad, when there comes a time when the Shaykh says that they are satisfied. But even when that stage comes, even after that, the need remains that one keeps on checking themselves and does not become fully totally content about their own self. In fact, in our इजाज़त नामा हकीम मोहम्मद माशर साथानी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह यूज्ड टू राइट कि आपके इस्लाह नफ्स की फ़िक्र से मुतमईन होकर तवक्कल अला अल्लाह आपको इजाज़त देता हूँ कि looking at your state right now, which is that you are worried and concerned about your betterment and improvement of the nafs, looking at that desire within you, I rely upon Allah, tawakkal on Allah, I allow you, I authorize you. So, ijazat does not mean, or any tasdeeq from the shaykh, or any certification from the shaykh does not mean that you have now become an angel. No, the need remains, and in fact, the need increases. I've heard this from my mashayikh as well. I've not read it in a book, but I've experienced this, and I'm pretty sure heard it from some of the mashayikh of my silsila, that the need increases because this challenge was never presented before. In this challenge you will never, this is also a challenge. Yes, it's a blessing of Allah, but this is also a challenge that you have been bestowed upon with another new responsibility that you've never been familiar with. This is a new challenge. Then the whole life is full of new challenges. There's challenge after challenge after challenge. So when you are made the muqtada, when you are made somebody that people will follow, or who knows, nobody will follow, but you have been given that position, or you have been authorized, that itself is a big challenge. But there were Anbiya in the day of judgment as well. There will be some Anbiya that will not have any followers. They will have one or two followers, right? And there will be awliya who would have big groups of followers. So what, the number of people following does not matter. Anbiya are Anbiya, right? Whoever is, everybody has to have their own standing with Allah. Anyway, so the challenge, I was saying, the challenge increases because now you are so-called leader. People will follow you, people will look up to you, and people make it all the more challenging. Everybody is coming and congratulating, and now you are hiding your face and you are going and running here and there, that I know myself, right? I know my reality. And then people are coming and congratulating, oh mashallah, Mubarak, and this and that and all that. And then the Shaykh is also looking, and then now you are also in a dilemma that is this itself a test or something? What is this? Anyway, so Hazrat is not in this here, but I'm saying that even the basic point is that even after the Shaykh certifies, still the need to constantly keep on checking ourselves increases, it remains. You cannot be perfectly at peace with, nobody can be perfectly careless about or content with the state of their nafs, because with mujahada, with the struggle, after which generally the Shaykh certifies, nafs becomes tamed. But after becoming tamed as well, it does not mean that it will never ever do any mischief. Just like a horse, that it is tamed, it becomes very good for riding, but it's a horse after all. It's an animal. It will do its mischief sometime, at some point. So the meaning of being tamed is not that the mischief has totally been annihilated, but it has been tamed, it has been controlled, which means that mischief has been reduced and obedience has been increased. But it does not mean that mischief is 100% gone. Sometimes it will do it. But when it wants to do mischief, being tamed means that with a little bit of control, it will come back under control. With a little bit of effort, it will come back under control. But Hazrat is saying that that little bit of control will only come when you are active and alive and awake. Otherwise, if you are sleeping, you are totally careless, then what will happen? If you put a person on the horse and they sleep, the tame of the horse will also sometime do some mischief and they will fall from the horse. So therefore, no matter how much mujahada one has done and no matter how much tame their nafs has become, still one has to be active and careful about what my nafs is doing, what my nafs is telling me to do, where does it want me to go. And then there are moments when you have to keep it in check and control it. Otherwise, just like a horse, at some point it will throw you off. From this example, it is also understood that it's not like mujahada does not have any point. That effort, that struggle that we do, that has a lot of benefit. That benefit is that it was a very rowdy horse, now it is a very tame horse. This is the effect of mujahada. That before that, what about just hinting or pointing or a little minor control? You would exert yourself strongly and still the nafs will not come under control. With constant repeated mujahada, the benefit has been that the nafs has become tame. So with a little effort, with a little guidance, it comes under control again. So therefore, becoming careless is never allowed. No matter how much, no matter what we reach, wherever we reach, no matter how pious we become, I was saying this in the Friday Majlis as well, that this is like a leaf, it's just floating in the air. You don't know what's the end going to be, when it's going to go upside down and downside up, when does it do it, you don't know. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us very careful all the time, inshallah. अरे इससे कुश्ती तो है उम्र भर की, अरे इससे कुश्ती तो है उम्र भर की, कभी ये दबा ले, कभी तू दबा ले, कभी वो दबा ले, कभी तू दबा ले. Sometimes it will overpower you, sometimes you will overpower it. But you have to be careful. If you are not careful, then you will lose. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. से बहुत सी बातें और समझ में आ जाती हैं. एक ये कि वैसे तो आप लोग माशाल्लाह सब बासलाहियत हैं, खुद ही समझ सकते हैं, और उम्मीद है कोशिश भी करते होंगे समझने की. लेकिन इससे बात ही समझ में आती है कि अगर कोई नेक इंसान हो तो उससे भी गुनाह हो सकते हैं. No matter if somebody is very pious, they can still make a sin because nafs is there. This is also the reason why we should, Hazrat Hakim Muhtar used to say that the matter of parda, for example, if you see a man with a white beard who's 80 years old, still the ruling of parda will apply. Why? Because nafs is always there. The desire is there. The physical capacity is gone, but desire is there. So you cannot trust yourself or anyone anytime. So इसलिए एक बात ये भी one thing we should understand is that no matter how pious someone is, everybody is a sinner. Sometimes so we should not, if we see them sinning, may Allah protect us and may Allah cover our faults, but if we find them in a state of sin, we find someone else in the state of sin, then it's not that they are 100% bad. We should not be quick to judge them. Nafs is there. They have been overpowered by nafs for once or twice. They will definitely overpower it, inshallah. Second thing is that do not trust anybody. Do not trust anybody. We don't know when somebody will do what. So do not trust anybody. In the matters of dunya particularly, do not trust anybody. In the matters of wealth, do not trust anybody. Don't even have financial, even the people who are, even brothers, real brothers, they should also avoid like these financial transactions and partnerships. Generally, you should stay away from them. Because nafs is always there, shaitan is always there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us understanding. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Any general question? जी.
जो कॉफ़ी सिरप है था उसमें अल्कोहल है थोड़ा, तो is that allowed to consume?
Coffee syrup has alcohol.
Coffee syrup flavored.
Okay, so about alcohol. There's a few kinds of alcohol that is absolutely forbidden in any amount. That alcohol which is driven from grapes, or that alcohol which is driven from wheat. That alcohol is absolutely forbidden in the tiniest amount. Then the synthetic alcohols, the lab-made alcohols, they are prohibited in that amount which causes क्या कहते हैं उसको इंग्लिश में नशा? Intoxication, right? Any amount that is less than the intoxicant level. If it has not been driven from grape or wheat, then it is allowed. So fragrance or lab-made and synthetic alcohol, those kind of things, they can be consumed in that quantity where they are not the level, they do not cause intoxication. Anything relating to the majlis? Okay. Jazakallah khairan. If you have private questions, then come.